I once had like 3 assignments and presentations during the same week, which have gave me lots of pressure.
I was quite stressed the last academic year.
Working and studying at the same time can be stressful.
With your final year, this is, kind of like the make it or break it year.
I was able to cope up with the transitions is all thanks to the lecturers and staffs of Heriot-Watt University. They are very friendly, very caring, and they have also been assisting me the whole time during the orientation week. So this is one of the reasons why I was able to cope up and adapt to the transitions.
I think the transition from year 1 to year 2 is quite obvious because it's the first year we were still taught how to handle the coursework, how to do our assignments. But in year 2, when we already have an idea of what we are expected to do, I think most of the work is on us. We have to finish it before deadlines. Especially in IBM, I've noticed there are more group works than we did last year. So that is another transition that we had to face.
At the end of year 2, I was already taking my classes online, my exams online. So going into third year, it's not that difficult because I'm already adapted to it.
This change from year 2 to year 3 was pretty drastic because there's a lot of pressure being put onto you. The stakes are much higher. It's your final year. This is, kind of like the make it or break it year. How I coped with it despite having to do it online was that I just made sure to keep the mindset that, you gotta give this year all. You can't do the final year of uni thinking like you didn't give your best.
Well, there are times where I can feel that I wasn't really able to get a good sleep because I tend to think lots of stuffs before I go to bed, like related to academics and assignments. And during those times, I get exhausted very easily, like both physically and mentally.
I was quite stressed the last academic year because it was the first time we were introduced to online learning, blended learning, and also take-home exams. It was a new thing for all of us, so it was a bit of a challenge, and therefore it was really stressful in the beginning, but then I think we all got used to it, and I think it has become the new norm now.
To be honest, it has been quite stressful, but considering I am in my final year. But with everything that's going on, the stress level is fine. I'm okay.
This year has really been a step up from last year. I feel like even in terms of the assignments, in terms of the criteria and how much these assignments actually hold towards the final grade, so you have to really schedule your time well. The most stress has been managing my time really because the deadlines have been pretty packed, yet the weight of the assignment itself just requires so much time. It's not like a last minute type of assignment that you can do.
Well, I emphasize a lot on the importance of time management. For example, I once had 3 assignments and presentations during the same week, which have gave me lots of pressure. Well, therefore, work on your schedule, plan ahead, and things will turn out well.
By planning to take breaks regularly in between my studies, and also I try to catch up on my favorite shows after I'm done with an assignment so that it gives me some time before I start something else, so I don't rush into another assignment immediately. Another thing is I really enjoy spending time with my family, and I meet up with my friends to forget about the uni stress for a while.
If it's possible, I want everything to be finished in one day, but it gets really overwhelming and super stressful. So what I do is that I step back from the work that I'm doing, take things one at a time. Because when we're in a rush, we tend to do everything in one go, and it's not going to work. It's going to make you more stressful and tired. So do things slowly and do one thing at a time.
My number one tip is to just let all your frustrations out before you do your work. If you feel like you want to break down, you break down. If you feel like you need a break, you take it, you know. Once you've given yourself that time to rest, you're gonna be able to start fresh and be able to be like, okay, you know what, I need to get this done. I've already gotten my rest. And the faster that I get this over with, the faster I get to rest again.
Working and studying at the same time can be stressful because you have to balance between work and also studying. But I feel like when you have proper time management, you know how to manage your time, take care of yourself, and then balance the both of them, it should be fine.
There's this additional burden of like existential dread, like beyond being a student, you have this like thought in the back of your head, like, what am I gonna do after this? You know, like, this is my final year of being a student, and I mean, if you're not continuing for your master's, but it's hard to like let go of this student identity that you're so used to having. So I feel like that mostly that part of the stress is different, and also just like the general stress that's been mentioned earlier of, you know, like, this is the make it or break it year. So yeah.